people have different ways of dealing with bullies and hard situations and everything else, and a lot of people will just tell you avoid them. Avoid the problem, avoid what you're having the problem with, keep your distance, don't put you in a situation where you're going to be around that. But that's not always the case. That can't always happen, and avoidance honestly doesn't do anything besides avoid the problem. It doesn't fix the problem, it keeps the problem around. So yeah, you can avoid it in certain situations. You can avoid things in certain situations, but that really only goes so far. Because if you're faced with it again, it's probably still going to be something that is going to be bad. And the longer you avoid it, the worse it gets. The worse it gets, the worse you're going to get with dealing with it. And that's just from my personal experience, right? You can't avoid shit. And anytime that I've just avoided and tried to pussyfoot around and be like, okay, I'm gonna be nice, everything else, I'm not gonna, add more to this problem or whatever the deal is, it's been worse for me. I'm not telling anybody to go out there and do stupid shit or whatever. I'm not telling you to do anything. Act however you're gonna act. I'm just saying what I've seen, what I've lived, and how I see things. And if you don't like that, that's fine. But that's all I'm doing. With this, like I said, avoidance does nothing. It actually makes things worse for your head, makes things worse for the people around because you're obviously being annoyed by it or troubled by it, or even worse, and you aren't dealing with it and it's still there, so that's going to come out through your actions and through everything else over time, and it's just going to be a worse thing. You know, People say to stand up for themselves and everything else. Like, I was told growing up, dealing with people, this is the way to learn to deal with jerks. Well, guess what? If learning with jerks, I'm not learning with jerks, but if learning to deal with jerks means just dealing with them and letting them do whatever and maybe speaking back here and there and that's it, and the problems still exist and nothing really changes and they still treat you the exact same way, then it's not dealing with them. It's humoring them. And why are you going to humor a problem? Why are you going to be like, oh, yeah, I don't get that, I don't understand that, and that's something I will no longer take part in. So, there you go.